Hello, this is Irene with Soga Talks. Today, I'm very privileged to introduce my guest, who is not only my colleague from a long time ago, but he's an entrepreneur and he's doing cool stuff in tech entrepreneurship space now. So what's happening is Nicolas Robbe, who has absolutely accomplished career as a technology executive leader, I would describe engineer, lots of different things that Nicolas done in his career. But then he started the company, and this is Augmented reality company, which I learned about recently, and this is the coolest thing. So what it does, company Hoverlay, is producing digital twins, correct me here, Nicolas, if I'm completely wrong, for products, people, for anything you want to create augmented reality for to share to the world. And this is fantastic. Nicolas, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, because the conversation I wanted to have today, Soga Talks is about business and tech talks. Subscribe, by the way, if you're watching this, subscribe, because we need more opinions, we need comments, we need even topics that people talk about, so I can bring great speakers and satisfy that demand. But point is that I am privileged enough to work and to know so many talented, bright, inspiring people that it's pleasure every week to bring someone who I know or who knows me and share the stories, because we develop, we evolve in life. And that's the most beautiful thing that happens. So Nicolas, talking to you about tech entrepreneurship in 2020. You started the company about 4 years ago. So please talk to me. How did you come up with the idea? That's it. That's the question.
Well, so first and foremost, the web as we know it today, I mean, is 30 years old. So I think it's sometimes we tend to forget that, that the kind of the basis for what we use every day on the web, the construct, the UI, the type of experience that we have is really something that is now getting old. And it was actually designed at a time where, there were no concept of mobility, this idea that you could have, this form of computer in your pockets, all the time. The fact that not only this would be a very powerful computer, a computer would be most powerful than anything you could dream of at that time, but also that it has sensors that are connected to it, that it has a camera attached to it, that this camera can actually function with the computer itself. So it can be processing, you can use that computational power to process images in whatever this camera sees in real time. All those basic kind of elements, that we all used to today, they didn't exist when the web was created 3 years ago. And so what we're starting to realize is that if we were to create the web today, we would think about experiences and sharing products and people experiencing things in a very different way. We would take advantage of this capability, this hardware that's available to create this new form of experiences. And so in a way, we're really, I feel very strongly, we are at the beginning of a new phase in terms of digital experiences, similar to where we were when the web started. And this is, again, a conjunction of factors, but the capabilities that are available today are just underutilized, and you can bring that together in a new form of experiences that can take everything we've learned from the web and at the same time, allow very powerful experiences to be created much superior to anything we can experience over the web today. So that's kind of one angle to all this, which is, kind of the tech aspect. And, like most entrepreneurs, I mean, you have to start with, technology disruption. You have to have a feel for what's happening, what's changing, what's available today or, tomorrow that wasn't available yesterday. And that opens up opportunity on the technical front. But that's only half of the equation. The other half of the equation is, okay, it's all great, but what problem does that solve? What does it replace? What does it enable you to do? And, when it comes to that side of the equation, this is really where I think what's happening now with people realizing that we may have to deal with a new normal where with social distancing, with, even climate change in some aspect, it's going to change the way we think about work and about interacting and going to stores, and there's a whole range of industries, and segments that are going to be affected. Give you an example, music concerts, the music industry, museum, theaters. Um, this goes on and on. Everywhere you go to actually entertain yourself, educate yourself, have a cultural experience, it's hard to foresee how those places can reopen in the short term and be successful with the same model they had before. And so you have, on the one hand, a technology that's becoming very mature, very ready to create experiences, deliver experiences in the way that the web can't. And you have a set of industries that are being shattered. I mean, really, they're completely destroyed by what's going on right now. And it's unclear how they can continue to deliver these experiences in the current environment. And so I think this brings together two solution to a problem that is a real deep, problem with a lot of financial implication, artistic, cultural implications. And so that's this equation that we're now trying to bring together to make a long answer to a quick question that you had.